Welcome back to another episode of The Road to 2200. We're on a win streak. We're streaking. We'll see if we can continue doing so. What is this? I think I'm still gonna put my pawn up here. So this person is 1920 question mark. So who knows what they actually are. I am 1846. Finally on an upward trajectory. The problem is, you don't get to see all the games on this account because I play sometimes with my Chestnut Pro over here, and I think I lost one, so I have less rating than maybe I should have for 4 wins. Okay, so we're playing a very weird advanced variation. So let's sit down and sort of think about this. The obvious move is to go here, assuming they'll go here. But now this knight is already developed, which seems fine for them. Does it cause a problem for me? I don't think so. I think we're just going to transpose into a slightly different advanced variation. That's what I think is happening here. But it's definitely an unusual move order. I say this a lot in my videos. It doesn't mean it's bad. It's just unusual, right? They're not doing the normal opening theory. That could be because they don't know it very well, and it could be a very intentional move to, take their opponent out of their comfort zone. All right, so we have this check here. Does this do anything? This pawn is guarded, so we're not doing a sneaky queen attack. They can just go here to block the check, chasing my queen immediately away. Is that what we want to do? Probably not. So what do we want to do? The nice thing is this pin is gone, so it's one of the reasons why I normally hold off playing here. If I play here and here, though, is the bishop dead? Yes. This is the difference in this variation. The knight covers the square, so we would be fully trapped at that point. So maybe I don't want to do that. It might be a good idea to stall a bit and go here first, trying to figure out what they're going to do. And then if they go here, I could go here. I could end up going here, giving my bishop an escape square. But putting my knight here right now seems like a bad plan. Okay. Very normal move. Develop their knight. I'm looking at potentially just thrusting this forward, having a place for my bishop to go, having squares for my knight over here. I guess the concern is, they have this quick check after, say, boom, 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 check, which I don't really care about. And they can't push c3, so after this I can just take. Let's do it. Let's do this. This is definitely, this feels like the downside, right? The upside of this knight is it's guarding the square. The downside is c3 as a very normal maneuver here, and they can't make that play. Maybe they'll go here. Maybe they'll just say, oh, okay, you take here, I'll take here. My knight is in a better square position to take here. Thank you. So before taking here, I think there's a pretty good chance I go here to back up this bishop. And then just say, after takes, I'm willing to make this exchange. Additionally, I could just go here and then immediately go here and threaten this a second time. That's another possibility. Okay, so they are actually threatening to win this pawn now. So maybe my ordering on this wasn't perfect, but I think if I take here and I go here, I'm still okay. I think I'm fine getting rid of this bishop for this knight. I think that's a fine trade. It's probably less than ideal. But I'm not really sure what else I could push by if I want. I could actually have played b6, which I don't think I wanted to do, but I should have at least considered that idea that I could be backing that up. Also, they were not threatening to win the pawn. That's another really big oversight, right? I had 2 defenders, so I could have let it sit there. But I wanted to make that move, so then I would have lost a defender. Okay, so we're going to do the plan. I assume they're going to take here. I'll be pretty surprised if they don't. It seems like a very solid maneuver. Perhaps their plan is to go here instead, though, and just get a nice quick checkmate. If they do go here, I think I'd probably go here. Though it does threaten this. So am I just in huge trouble here, actually? Have I like blundered everything? Let's figure this out. If they go here, or here, either one, Let's say they go here. They are threatening both checkmate on this square, and they're threatening a nice fork here. I don't think I had a way to stop it. Okay, well, we've seen their tremendous threat. Let's deal with it. Let's deal with that threat. I don't even know if this is enough. I mean, they could give away the piece for free. Takes, and they're still threatening this. So, definitely some scary stuff out here. I don't really know what I want to do here now. Things have gotten definitely strange. I really want my knight here. And if I move my knight here, then they take. I don't think I want that, but let's take a look at this. So I go here. Yeah, I also don't like this exchange. That doesn't look great either. I do have this idea to hit this pawn, but they can go here, hitting our pawn, and also there would be a discovery. So I don't think I want to do that. I think what I really want to do is put this knight here. So we got to get rid of the bishop. We could sack the bishop wildly, or we could just free up a spot this way, and I think that's what we're going to do. Let's just go here. I think they want to push here anyway. We'll just get our bishop on a nice, safe diagonal. And then maybe even this knight ends up developing like this. To be able to get this bishop out. I don't know. We'll see. Also, if they continue pushing here, what do they do? Are they castling queenside? I mean, kingside? Queenside, I mean? That would kind of be good, it would seem, since I'm going to be hitting it with this nice long bishop. Yeah, I think we're just going to go here and say, okay, castle into my bishop attack. I don't know. It seems pretty reasonable. Maybe I just go here. Then maybe I can go here. And I don't know. We double up the rooks on the C file. Push the B pawn. It seems like we're doing okay. I mean, I will say, at any moment they could just go here and basically be like, all right, let's trade. So that's not wonderful. We lost our beloved piece. But I do think this idea is probably right. I guess the question is if they push here and this knight is gone, and I go takes. I think that's fine. Yeah, let's go here. Pieces are a little bit jump. Ooh, I didn't consider this move. Was that a strong move? Did I miss a chance here? I don't think so. I think they just move away. But it is something nice to keep in our pocket now, right? That this move could come with some pretty good stuff, especially if this knight moves. Then this guy comes here and can go here, and that is quite the outpost, right? This is a knight. That is a knight. So we're just keeping these ideas in mind. They may happen in the game, they may not happen in the game. But short term, I'm looking at something like here. Okay, what does that do? I'm trying to get better at when my opponent makes a move that I don't fully understand, investigating it more. Perhaps what it does is give this queen more escape squares. Now the queen can go this way. Perhaps to put more pressure over there. I think I want to go here. And if here, and then we've got this bishop coming in here, controlling some stuff, which looks pretty good. We're developing our pieces. We're unwinding a little bit of the problems. Still don't totally get this move. It's really bugging me that it's like, when you don't understand your opponent's moves, it may be because you're missing something pretty important. A nice thing that I'm just realizing is if they try to push here, I actually have this now. It's backed up. Queen's got to move. I just straight up win that pawn. Maybe I even go here. Yes, there will be attacks available over here, but then maybe I can just go like this. I don't know. It's interesting. Okay, going there. Another move I'm not totally sure. I guess it's just to back up the knight. But I can attack that knight a second time if I want. Also pulling more squares away from the queen. Queen still has plenty of squares currently to run to. But this square is available. So now I could do something like this. Moves here, and then I have here. That's also intriguing. Alright, so if I move here, where's the queen going? Here I would be fine with. Here would be gone. Here would be a big problem for them with the discovery. I think probably the queen is going over here or here to bolster their attack. So I'm going to come in here with the idea of going here, here. I'm developing all my pieces. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like I'm doing quite well. I don't know that that's accurate. Like, I imagine we're going to turn on the engine. The engine's going to be like, what are you even talking about? This is an even game. Maybe white has a space advantage that they're going to declare slightly better. But I just feel like the coordination of my pieces is quite good right now. Like, that could change rapidly. Also, was interesting that I missed. They did have a way to block it quite easily. But I'm a little bit annoyed with myself that I didn't at least see that that's in the position. What's very interesting is if they go here, this is threatening to win the game. So what will they do about that? It's unclear. But this move seems to have really caused my opponent to think a bit, which is interesting. I would love it if they go here to threaten this guy. That would seem like a very big problem. I could go here to attack the queen. There's also discovery opportunities after that. That would seem to be pretty good for me. I guess the big problem is if I go here, then I just goes here and is like, okay, cool. I'm just going to trade off your piece. Your beloved knight is gone. So that I don't love. What the heck? That just seems like such a weird move to me. Okay, so this is the question. Here is the big question. Can we move this knight first so that we can land this? Okay, I think this is just the move. We go here. What are they doing with the queen? There are so few moves now. They could come to here, I suppose. I don't know. This just seems like a very good spot, and now the queen is getting pushed more and more, and now my opponent would like a take back here. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna say no. I don't know what. Are they now regretting their move now that I've moved? Like, it doesn't work like that. You don't get to be like, I am happy with my move. I am no longer happy with my move. That's not how chess works, my friend. That is not how this game is played. I'm sorry. I wish it were. It would be amazing. I would love to play chess like that, where I get to just rethink all my moves after I make them. Okay. It's an interesting spot. I'm looking at this. We've got, then we've got this going on. We can even take. No, we wouldn't want to do that. But the pin looks promising. Then we can castle. Ooh, there's also the idea of going here now, maybe? I'm also really like this idea. Man, I'm not really sure how to continue from here. There's also this idea. I guess that's not as good. Because maybe they take this way first. Oh, no, because then I would take the check. So I guess we should explore it before rejecting it. So here, takes. I'm not really threatening much. It's like here, takes with the rook. I don't know. This looks good. So let's see. Should we not do this? I think we can do this. Let's do this. And then the idea is we can castle now, which seems quite promising. We can maybe even bring our queen here to hit this again and hit this. This pin is going to be annoying. I won't be shocked if they just move the queen and say, okay, enough is enough. I got to move the queen now. Actually, I guess they can't, right? If they do... Well, no. They could move the queen there, and the knight does not fall. Yet. At that point, maybe we would go here, though. And then no matter how they... When they block... Oh, they can't block here now that this knight is here. Oh, wow. Maybe that was a mistake. Could we have just gone here immediately? Check. Here wins the piece. They would have had to just move the king. Okay, that was an oversight. I should have gone for the check. I forgot that that knight was now covering the square. Okay, and they're castling there. Fascinating. I would like to go here, but I kind of want to go here first so I can make some big pushes. But let's say I go here. I kind of feel like they've got to go there. And now they're backing up that knight plenty of times. I would like to take advantage of this somehow, but I can't quite piece that together either. I suppose here, followed by like takes is game. Now, what would they do? Let's say they go here, like the most basic move they could do to block this stuff. I could go here. Then they go here. I don't know. It seems just like such a simplistic move. There has to be some pretty easy ways out of. What if we go first? Takes. Nah, that's not going to be enough. So I guess the question is, oh, I guess we could also, no, we can't go here. No. We're going to go here. I'm going to try this. This might be too simplistic, but I feel like if I can get them to weaken their structure, then that's probably going to be really good for me. And they're still dealing with pins. Like, their game is kind of tied up here. I guess... Is that move good for them? Probably. Takes. I think I win a pawn in that line. If they go here, it's like takes, rook. So it's a very long line, but it feels quite forced. I don't know, I mean, long lines are always scary. There's also just the little fear I have of my king is not castled. Like, the nice thing, if this bishop were a light squared bishop, I would be quite worried right now. Like, is there going to be a moment? But the only thing that can surprise check it, really, is the queen, and the queen is really struggling. So the other question, of course, is should I have just put the queen here? But I think they could have just defended there or there and been fine. This way, I feel like they got to work a little bit. Oh, also if they go here, maybe now I have this idea. Trying to break open the pawns that way. That could be suddenly pretty strong. Because I wouldn't be shocked if here they just play c3. Kind of feels like about the only move that is good. I'm trying to find other decent moves for them. It's kind of like, okay, yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. So what if I do this? If I get another move, I'm quite happy with my position. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm not going to get 2 moves. So takes, takes, takes. They could take with the queen. And then what? I don't think I want to trade all this off. This guy is still stuck. The queen has sort of minimal places to go. I think we go here and here. Let's see how this shakes out. I can't quite calculate this all. There's just a million moves my opponent can make here. This is one of the places I struggle with my calculation is I'm much better at the narrow tree than like there are 1,000 moves my opponent could make. Because I feel like they could move the queen to any number of squares because it's now backed up. They could move the king over. They could maybe move another pawn up to try to mess with me. I don't know. It just feels like there's a lot of things, although this would lose, right? It's just bam. Oh, it's not. It's not just bam because of this. But maybe I go here first. Then if they were to take, then I would take here, check. And then I would take here with the queen, and I think I'm ahead in that line. But there's just so many moves that in a classical game I would have sat down and really been like, okay, we need to work out all of these variations. In this game, rapid game, I don't really have time to do that. I already struggle with time pressure. But what are the other possibilities? What's been nice about this game is my opponent has completely given up on their attack. This might end up being really strong at some point. And the nice thing is I do have this move. And then if they go here, I guess I have like this if I really want. I don't know if that's good. But I guess I should probably fear at least a little this idea. I've been so sort of tunnel visioned on my own attack because it's been going so well that I sort of forgot. Oh, wow, I forgot to put up the green screen. I was like, what is going on in my background? Right, that's my room. Okay, well, so it is. Let's see. Let's go here. What if they just push? Just push. And then I go take. I guess I just take, and I'm backing it up. So I think it's fine. We're going to do it. We're going to push. We're going to push forward with our plan. If I go take, I think I'm pretty happy with like check here, boom, boom. All the pieces are attacking the king. That seems promising. I guess I should... Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that. Maybe that means after here, they're just taking this way. Now this is backed up. My plans are kind of... Are they over? Boy, I hope they're not over. So takes, take here. Takes. Maybe here? Alright, I don't know. I think I have to take here, though. I like that this is still here. So many moves later. Okay. So do I give up this lovely knight for that bishop? If I do... What about here? Does that do anything? It's on this again, which is very nice. I guess the queen can... No, the queen can't move. And I have this, and then they can't go there. Okay, I'm going to do this. They're defending very well. I'm having quite a hard time breaking through. Oh my goodness, I'm forgetting they have this other defender here. So they're defending it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So even if I take here and they take this way, they're still defending it enough times. So I was incorrect there. But the plus side is that means all of their pieces are stuck defending there, which is quite good for me. Yeah. I have some ideas that don't seem to quite work. I do have this, which looks pretty weird. They can't take. I'm also looking at ideas like doubling, tripling here, and then just kind of going like that. And breaking it open that way. And then if takes here. It's a little bit unclear to me how this develops. I guess the nice thing is at some point, especially if this pawn develops, then this pawn maybe wrecks everything. But if I'm going to do this strategy, I have to keep the heavy pieces on the board, I think. Because what I don't want to do is like trade all the pieces off and leave myself with this 2-on-1. But now I'm getting way ahead of myself talking like that, right? Like we're a long ways away from that. They broke the pin! Miracles do happen. Okay. Interesting. We now have this move. Hitting the queen again. Chasing the queen to basically that square. Is that something I want or not want? The problem is if I go here, this is now available, which I don't love. I go here, take with the queen. Maybe they're just doing something like that. I don't really know what to do here. Go here. Yeah, I don't think I love that. I think we're going to go here. Wait, does this not work because of that? Here, 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 here. I think that's okay. Queen takes here. Ah. Queen is in. I don't know that I want to have that happen. Okay, I'm going to go this way. I think they're going to take here. And then I'm going to take this way. And then if they go here, I'm going to go here. I think this works. Interestingly, if the queen goes here, this is a fork. If we could get rid of that rook, which, again, very speculative and probably not going to happen. Interesting stuff. Okay. How are they going to deal with this one? That poor queen. We have just badgered and bullied that queen all game. The whole game. It's been nice. It's been nice. Okay. I think we need to go this way. I don't really want that pawn to drop. We also have something... We don't have that because the queen would take. Oh, wow. If they go here, they lose. Do they? Takes, queen drops. So not yet. We'd have to go here first. But yeah, we've got a lot of stuff cooking here. There's also the interesting situation of if queen goes here. Okay, never mind. The queen's backed up. It's fine. I'm the only one who's in danger there. If I were white, I think I would go here. I think I would say I don't know that that works, but I'm in kind of a lot of trouble, and if I can force a queen trade off, that is probably good for me. Because you could go here and then here. And, maybe that works out quite well. I think I would have to go here. And then after here, I probably come back to here. And then queen, rook. And I don't know. Maybe then their rook comes here and threatens to come into there. Okay. I don't think I would have done that. But, okay. Is it time to castle? I guess it does suddenly feel like I don't have much. This attack seems to be fizzling. I'm thinking of ideas like this. Back to hitting this a few times. If I were to go here and they were to go there, I think I like that. Then I have this kind of stuff. I'm also looking at castling, but I feel like the second I castle, they just push here, which I think they want to do anyway, right? But maybe it doesn't do much. They take, or they take this way, but I'm still on this pawn. I'm kind of thinking this looks good, so that I'm at least threatening this. Then they're here, perhaps? And what do I have to show? I don't know. I'm going to castle. I don't know what the right move is here. I feel like I'm taking a lot of time on this move, and maybe I need to just make a move. It's a reasonable move. Actually, I wonder if this is an idea. Hit the queen again, come here, and now I'm on this pawn. I do very much like the idea of continually bullying the queen. But I do like the idea of making my king more safe. I think that's a good idea. Okay, so that is not too shocking. If I go here, and the queen goes like over here to be more attacking. Do I want my knight there? I don't think so. I think I want to go here. All right, I'm going to go here first. Oh, I didn't look at the knight takes. That might be really good, actually. Because then I can take here. And now they have a couple pieces attacking. Things look much more promising, I think. So I think I should have investigated this. I looked at other things. Like I was like, it's going to be this. But now, I don't know. That looks pretty good. What are we doing after that? Rook maybe goes here. With the ability to go here or here. Or just here, threatening that. If they push... These ideas... Oh no, the knight's covering it. Maybe here, actually. Threatening some stuff there. Okay. That's a nice knight take. That's nice. So if I go here, here... My knight is in really deep danger. Do I have a move like that? I guess they go there. It doesn't work. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go here with the idea that maybe the queen just goes here. Maybe that doesn't work at all. So like here, I go here, queen goes there. To check. Suddenly doesn't work at all. Yeah. That's a surprising move. Okay. Wow. I'm pretty much stunned by that move. What about here? What are they gonna do? I suppose I could go there. Then I could go here. I don't know if that gets me much. Wish there was something more powerful I could do with this bishop. There is. I think I could go here. And then if here, I could go there. Ah, they could take me. Boy, this is tough. Here. 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 Oh, we're gonna run out of time. Trying to be too clever. I need to find a less clever move. I'm gonna go here. I feel like that's a very good move. Oh, does this move work actually? No, it doesn't work because they can take this way. If they were forced to take that way, then it would work. That would be mate. I wonder if that was better. I don't think so. Okay, my move is weird enough to give them pause. Oh, I can't go here now. Okay, so if they go here, I was looking at this, but then maybe I don't like that. Yeah, problem with that last move of mine is I forced them into this move. Like, that was really the only move. Now, if I go here, there, I don't know. Now I don't know what to do. Kind of blew this. I'm gonna go here. And then they can't go there as easily. Oh, there's something I'm missing in this position. Is this gonna be bad? Here, here. This guy has to stay here so that they can't take. Because I can't let up mate there. It looks like I'm okay for the moment. Oh, my opponent didn't take there. Okay. I guess my problems aren't really relieved. And I can't go here anymore with my knight, which I was considering. My bishop basically can't move. Okay, let's push the pawn. And now if they go here, I feel pretty decent about that exchange. Then this knight ends up here. I feel like this is... Oh, they can't do that. That's mate. What am I talking about? Okay, so they're protecting against the mate. So they're going to now take the bishop, which they can finally do. I think I take with the knight. And then, do I stick the knight here? Takes, mate? Check, takes. Can they stop that mate? I guess they can by moving the rook over. I'm going to do it. I think this is going to be hard to deal with. I think in a classical game, they would probably be able to find the answer here. I don't know that they'll be able to here. Oh, right. It is mate, actually. Here is mate. So do they have a way to stop that? Doesn't look like they found it if they did. So here... That's not mate. What am I talking about? Here, here, check, here, here. So I'm going to go here first to set up the mate threat of here, here being mate. Okay. If I take, there are no checks, right? No, what am I talking about? There's this check here. If I go here... They check there. If I go here, they check there. Oh, boy. Oh, no. I missed this idea. Shoot. Am I going to get checkmated? I'm going here. I think this would be the move. And maybe they get a perpetual out of this. Kind of looks like they're going to. That's very disappointing. If I give up the perpetual here, I'm going to be incredibly disappointed. Oh, I think it is. Wow. Wow, what a save. Oh my goodness. I go here, here, here. Yeah, maybe this works. Because then they're not threatening the mate. Oh, I can't go to there. Ooh, they came in there. Oh, I can take with the queen. I cannot take with the queen. Absolutely can't take with the queen. Okay. We're still threatening mate. If we can get out of this. Oh. Okay. Got checkmated. That is an astonishingly horrific end to this game. So my guess is here I had a straight up win. I gave them a tempo going here because I missed a very good move. Like, that is a very strong move. I was not considering their threats at all because I was so close to mate, and there's no way they can even attack me, and then boom, out of nowhere that comes. So, had I known that, then I think I would have gone this route. Let's see how this turns out. So we go, say, here with the check. Only move here. Check. If they go here, they lose to this. So they have to come back to here as their only move again. And that seems like it's enough. So maybe, let's see. That's kind of what I was looking at in the game. So are there some other ways? Maybe the better way is just to go here, here, and have the flexibility with the queen. But I don't see a way to get the queen in either. Is there some cool sack to lure him? No. I don't know. This is the problem. This is what I saw in the game, and then I just thought it's not quite there. I just don't quite have enough. All right, so let's see what the answer is. Let's start there, because this is it. This is the game, right? Because I couldn't find the answer, I went here, and this is a blunder. This gives up perpetual, or if you're me, it gives up checkmate. So if you go, any of these work? A5 is less good than A7, interestingly. All right, so let's look at the answer of A7 here. Okay, not here. Aha. Okay, I think you can probably see now. If we see this threat and how bad this is, well, suddenly this is much better. We're defending against this. So now that he's escaped, we can go here, knowing that this is mate in 1. And now they're kind of freaked out. They could go here and give up the knight for nothing. They could go here and try this. And then if I take, well, that's not good enough. So this line was really reliant on me seeing this threat that I didn't see. Which is frustrating. So let's say we went the move that I saw that didn't quite work. Let's see if the engine can make it work. Okay. So the engine says we cover the move that you need to see, Kevin. You should see this move. Now they can't do this cool stuff. Now they just have to try to defend against the mate. They could come over like this. But this... Okay. So ideas are like go here to be able to go here. I could simply go here. All these ideas work. This one looks clever. I'm not sure I would have come up with this in like a game where I don't have much time left. Then they say go here. Then we can check. Then the king moves over, and now this rook is gonna fall at the end of this, right? So it's like check. That's even? Okay. Maybe take here first. No. The engine says go here first to threaten here. They take. We take. Now we're threatening mate. They can come back to stop it like this, and then now we win this rook. So there was a lot of work left to be done, and that was the issue, right? In the game, let's see, I had a minute left, and I thought I had found mate, and then I realized I didn't, that they could escape. So I made what I feel like is a really reasonable move to go here and to say, now it's on you. You got to find something amazing. And my opponent was like, amazing? You like amazing? Bam! Only move. Just on delivery. And now it is just a draw. There's no way to deal with this. I tried to do this stuff, which was a draw. I went here. And then I was like, wait. No, maybe I'm okay here. Maybe I can take here. And then when he checks, I go back, and then he comes back to check, and boom, I block with the queen, and my opponent's like, what if I just mate you in one? It's like, that works too. That works too. So that was an embarrassing, horrible end to this game. Let's look at how we got there. I feel like I played a quite strong game. Let's see what we come up with in our analysis. Okay, I guess we should start here with this move. This move is not as rare as I was thinking, but it is only played like 10% of the time, so it's pretty rare. I thought it was much rarer than that. Very interesting. The computer, or the opening database, does not give that as the move. Let's see what the computer says. The computer says that is totally fine. The computer says, I might have just played to d4 and kicked this knight. Like, they put it in such a weird spot. Let's kick it. We can bring this up. This feels like an odd structure to me. This seemed more familiar. We're just kind of going into something I know. This was the engine's top move, which I like. The engine says, no, you don't need to take there, right? Which we saw was not great. It's giving up our bishop, and then they didn't even have to take it. But the engine says, okay, yes, this is falling, but you could go here, defend it that way. You want the rook there anyway, so that does make sense that would be the better move. And this move loses. This move loses on the spot, and we saw it, remember? I was like, oh no! Oh, I'm so dead. What do I do? And the answer is nothing. The game's over. I can go here. Oh, wait. They can't go here. Oh, okay. So that does actually stop. What? Why was I thinking that it was totally unstoppable? Wow, that was bizarre of me. But the problem is that if I go here, then they can take here. And then I have to take here, and things start getting very messy. Now this pawn is falling, and now they didn't get this, but things are definitely falling apart. So I missed that. And then I played a6 to cover it, which is fine. And then here is where I started being like, my pieces look pretty good. And the computer's like, you're right. They do look pretty good, actually. You have a negative 2.3 advantage. So I'm continuing to just put my pieces on good squares, and things are sort of flowing my way. And all these moves are fine. Okay, yeah, this is the move. This was a moment where I wasn't quite sure how to play this out. On the engine says just castle, and yes, they can take your guy now, but that's fine. We can go here, we can go here, we could go here, and we could start piling up. I went this way instead, which, as we kind of saw, I was like, well, where's the attack now? And the engine's like, it's kind of equal. Like, maybe you have a slight advantage, but it's pretty equal. And the computer's like, just ignore that. Just follow up with your ideas. You don't have to take. And then this was a mistake, apparently. This is leading to equality, which is interesting. I thought this was a great idea. He's hitting this. Looks good to me. I went here to set up some mate threat stuff. And then this was the moment I couldn't find a good spot for this guy. And the computer's like, yeah, you're right. There's not a great spot, so just go here. You don't have to make something magical happen. I think that's kind of a takeaway here. Is I was really all in on making something magical happen, and I just couldn't, right? There wasn't anything magical to be had, but my opponent did really stumble and allow magic to happen. So now we've got some magic going on here. And my move was right. Bam. And the computer's like, that's game. Good find. That's the only move that wins. And then I was like, win? Nah, we don't need to win. Let's draw. Wait, no, nope. Let's lose. Let's lose. Let's do that. So, a couple takeaways. One is I have to be more diligent about seeing my opponent's moves more in the opening. That's happened a few times, actually, lately. And every time my opponent has missed it. What I'm talking about is this exact same knight situation where I had in a classical game, someone could have stuck a knight right here and threatened big things, and I missed it, and I saw the next move and they missed it, and I fixed it, but I got away with it, and I got away with it again. So hopefully it won't happen a third time, but I have to be more diligent there. I think the next one is when the attack peters out, I gotta kind of like recalibrate. I really struggled with I don't really know what to do. I need to make magic happen here or I lose. And luckily my opponent was very helpful in allowing magic to happen. Like they could have just pushed their attack, but they really didn't do much and let me just kind of push my stuff. And I'm quite proud of myself that just instantly I found this move, right? It was like, that was the first move I looked at. I didn't even really have to calculate it very much. And I'm also pretty happy that I recognized that this didn't lead to an immediate mate. So I looked for a better move. And this is a better move if my opponent doesn't have this. But I missed it, right? I missed a really important move from my opponent. And that, again, is one of my big weaknesses, is missing those critical moves from my opponent. I missed it, and I lost this game somehow. Oh, boy, that's a hard one. Comments are going to be brutal. All right, well, thank you so much for stopping by, and that wraps up another episode of The Road 2200.